start the new year trying new food today in the kitchen and making new friends. We're here with Julie Taboulie. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good. Thank you so much for coming today. You are famous for your Lebanese cuisine.
Right, absolutely.
Tell us about that.
My Julie Taboulie brand and my PBS cooking show series, Cooking with Julie Taboulie, and my cookbook to come is all about fresh, flavorful, feel good for you, Lebanese, authentic dishes.
That sounds
and
fabulous.
desserts too. We always have to have a little something sweet.
Absolutely. We love our sweet foods here, and you put together quite a spread for us today. What are we going to be cooking during our cooking segments?
Okay, so obviously, Happy New Year to you.
Happy
New Year to everybody out there. It's all about health right now, right? Everybody starts to get on a new kick for the new year, and I'm doing one of our staple Lebanese lentil dishes called mjadra. And it sounds more sort of exotic than it is, but it's basically 3 simple ingredients. It's lentils, rice, and onions, and it makes a meatless masterpiece.
A meatless masterpiece?
I love it.
That's a lot better than mystery meat, for sure.
Yeah, no, mystery meat, meatless masterpiece, much better.
So it's really just the 3 ingredients. What's the procedure like?
It's really all, they're going to see, all your viewers out there, the secrets and the technique, and it's all about the onions with this dish. So I'm going to show you the tips and tricks and the traditional techniques and how we make these 3 simple ingredients into our meatless masterpiece.
All right, delicious. Anything else we should know before we head over to weather?
We're going to be pairing it with our peasant bread salad called Fattoush. It's really delicious, and lots of other great accompaniments. So
all right, I can't wait to learn all of the lingo and to learn the cooking today with Julie Taboulie in the kitchen. We're going to have a lot of fun. Someone who's always having a lot of fun in the weather department during these winter months. Welcome back. We're kicking off the new year by celebrating the new us. And today in the kitchen, we're embracing our Lebanese side, whether you're Lebanese or not, right?
Right, we're Lebanesing it.
That's right. We have Julie Taboulie here, and we are making mjadra.
Yeah, very good.
And that is a lentil-based dish,
yes,
correct?
absolutely.
Great.
So what you want to do to get started on making your mjadra is basically it's your lentils, which we have here. Now, typically, they're made with green or brown lentils, but I'm using the Pardina lentils. And they're a Spanish lentil, actually, and they're a little bit smaller, as you can see, which means they're going to hold their shape a little bit better and have a little bit of a nuttier bite, which I love. So they're not going to be mushy, which sometimes the green,
crunchy
a little
almost.
bit, a little al dente, which I love. And then we're also using, you can use long grain rice, you can reuse white rice, brown rice. I'm using a whole grain brown rice to make this even healthier. Right, your rice of choice.
We like the healthies on this new year, new week, like you said.
And onions. So what you do first is you actually go through your lentils, just like kind of 2 cups of those, and you run your fingers through them, and then you want to make sure that there's no little like particles or anything like that going on, because sometimes that can happen. And then you put them in your pot with 8 cups of water, and you just set them aside. And in the meantime, you can see you dice your onion very finely, and you start to caramelize it.
So those just started as plain white onions diced?
Yes, they did. And they take about 15 minutes. That's why I started a little ahead of time on the show. But you can see this is really the color that you're looking for. And it's very, it's, you know, so it's kind of, we're not going for beige or brown. We're going for this rich chocolate sort of nutty color, just like this.
And what is the liquid in there? Just a little oil?
It's oil. We have just olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, whichever your olive oil of choice. And you start it with the onions all together, because if you have your oil hot first, then the onions, and you put your onions in, they could burn. So you want to start the oil and the onions at the same time.
Yeah, all right.
So that's your prep work, you know, to get us to this point.
All right, that sounds great. Like you said, we're learning Lebanese today with Julie Taboulie in the kitchen. If you recognize her, we'll tell you why coming up in our next cooking segment. But right now, it's time to head over to Matt to see what else is coming up on Winging It today. It's fun with our new friend Julie Taboulie in the kitchen today. We're learning about lentils, we're learning about Lebanese food, and we're having a great time. Learning about each other as well.
Exactly. I have my new BFF friends in Buffalo.
Hey, like we said, make some maybe your New Year's resolution is to make some new friends. And Julie, we should say you're visiting here from Central New York, and we were saying if you look familiar to our viewers, you have a cooking show on PBS.
Yes, it airs nationwide, Cooking with Julie Taboulie. It's on PBS and Create TV, and also for viewers out here in Western New York, and they can watch me on WNED in Buffalo. And I have such a big fan base here in Buffalo, so I just want to shout out to all my Buffalo viewers and everything like that.
Your show
so
looks
really
so fun. You go all over the Finger Lakes,
yes.
pick out different ingredients, and then bring them back to your kitchen to cook.
Yes, exactly. I'm with Mama and Mama's Garden, and I'm all about the Finger Lakes and using it sort of this beautiful backdrop for my series.
Sure, looks beautiful to me.
Yeah.
So
well,
does what we're making
here.
today in the kitchen. That's right. We're making some mjedra, right? Mjedra?
Right, mjedra.
Okay.
Right, exactly. So we kind of are going to pick up with the onions, right?
So we caramelized our onions.
We caramelized our onions, and look at that beautiful caramel color. And now, I know, don't let the colors scare you, because this is definitely what you want, because it really gives the mjedra its signature flavor.
Okay, so it should be almost black, really.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then also its signature caramel-like color.
Okay.
So the onion oil goes right in there, right? And then
so
we're going to
drain the onions out, but you keep the onions.
Yes,
okay.
you drain the onion oil off, and we added the onion oil to the lentils.
Great.
And now we're going to add 2 cups of water to the onions, and we're going to season it with about 2 tablespoons of sea salt, because we haven't seasoned this at all yet.
Okay.
Okay. So this salt is actually going to season the whole lentil dish, and it's also going to help to soften the onions, because we're going to drain the liquid once again. Okay. The onion liquid gets drained twice, and then we're going to sort of mush this up into an onion paste.
All right.
And if you want to add, now this time, we added our onion oil, and you can add in our rice. Yep, all at once. So we have 1 cup. So we have 2 cups of lentils, 1 cup of the rice. Okay.
So there's just 2 cups of lentils in there?
That's it.
Seems like a lot.
I know. It makes, like, seriously for, you know, an army, really.
That's right.
If you have big
feed your
families.
whole Lebanese family, right?
Yeah, and it's actually so economical. I can say, like, you can watch your, wallet and your waistline all at the same time, because it's really it's under $10 to make this whole big pot of lentils.
That's great for our New Year's resolutions of being fit and financially fit,
right? So we're going to wait till this comes to a boil, and then in the meantime, I want to talk about our fattoush, our peasant bread.
Our peasant bread salad. We like the peasant food on Winging It Buffalo style of all cuisine. So tell us about this.
Yeah, so this is just it's sort of like the counterpart of tabbouleh. It's a roughly chopped garden salad, if you will. Okay. And it has romaine lettuce and Persian cucumbers and green bell peppers, tomatoes, radishes.
And what are these?
These are watercress. What makes part of what makes fattoush is betli, which is sort of like purslane in English or in America, and it's like a microgreen. So if you can't find purslane, you can use watercress or arugula just fine. And then what also makes fattoush is the bread. The pita bread. The pita bread. And
I'll start putting it in as you tell us about it.
So
am I doing it right?
Yeah. Okay. So when Mama and I aren't making our homemade Lebanese bread, we go for the Toufayan pita bread, and I'm using their whole wheat, their white, and their oat bran. They have so many different types of varieties of their bread. I just love them. It's so authentic, just like me.
You are very authentic.
We make a perfect fit, a perfect pita fit. So the Toufayan bread, I just toasted the loaves in a 400-degree oven, and you're just sort of breaking the pieces up.
So it comes soft when you get it from the store?
Yes, it's soft just like in these packages.
And where can you get it?
You can find them all throughout different supermarkets throughout the country. Okay. And then we're going to just sort of break it up. You're doing so good with that. I think you've made fattoush before.
I'm winging it. Maybe I have some fattoush in my background.
And then while you're doing that, I'm going to add our other signature ingredient, which is sumac spice, which also makes fattoush. Okay. And it's sort of like a tangy, tart spice. Okay. And it's not hot at all, and it's not spicy. It just has a lemony sort of flavor.
And where can you get that?
You can find this actually at a lot of supermarkets now. Okay. As well as Middle Eastern and Mediterranean specialty food stores.
All right, we're just about out of time right now, Julie, but we are going to be back with the second helpings because we're not done with our fabulous Lebanese spread, right?
Yes, I can't wait.
We'll check back in with you in just a little bit. Welcome back. It's Mjedra Monday in the kitchen today. We have Julie Taboulie, our Lebanese queen, in the kitchen joining us today.
Oh, it's so lovely to be here with you.
We've had so much fun so far. Let's tell everyone about you put together a plate of the first dish here. It looks absolutely beautiful.
Yes, this is
Show
just
John
for
and
you.
tell us about
Look at this. Okay, so we have the mjedra, the Lebanese lentils, right in the center there, and then we have the fattoush, the peasant bread salad, just all sort of running around it. And then you can just sort of like, what's really nice is the fattoush dressing. It's very garlicky and vinegary and lemony, so it kind of cuts through the lentils. You can just sort of make a whole bite like with the salad, with the lentils, and scoop up the Toufayan pita bread pieces
Sounds
with it
good.
too.
And you did a beautiful job presenting it on the green plate there. I love how the colors go together.
I love green, you know. Green's good luck.
Good luck for the new year, right?
Yes. So then the second helpings recipe, this is the first time I'm making it, just for you guys.
We have a lot of those here on this show. For the second helpings, we force everyone to get creative, but we love it.
I love it too.
Using the format perfectly. So how did you make your little lentil burger?
Okay, so you can see the finished lentils right here, right? And basically when they're cold, when they're leftovers, you're simply just going to add black pepper, allspice, and Aleppo pepper, which is sort of like a crushed red pepper. It has a little bit of chili heat to it. And then you're going to
just put it in whole, just drop it in?
It's a spice. So you're going to sprinkle it in.
Okay.
Hello.
Matt likes the Mediterranean food too.
And then you're going to add finely minced parsley, mint, spearmint that is, and scallions. And then you mix the mixture, and then you form it into these lentil burgers, these Lebanese lentil patties. And then I did, and 2 of them I have on the Toufayan pita bread buns, which I love right here.
Okay, so those are different than the traditional pita bread. They actually come in buns too.
They're buns, which I love.
Neat.
So there's whole wheat and white, and the whole wheat I have caramelized onions and roasted red peppers. And then the white one I have slivered radishes, red onions, and arugula with the Fattoush dressing.
Great.
Isn't that phenomenal? And then I make pita chips too.
Okay.
So I'm like, so, you know, there you go. I think that's really sensational.
And it all looks so healthy. There's so much color on these plates.
It's motivating for this Blue Monday, right, Julie?
Yeah, it's not blue, it's green.
That's right. We're going to post all of these recipes on our website, wingingit.tv, like we do every single day. And quickly, where can people watch your show one more time?
They can watch it nationwide on PBS and Create TV. For everybody out here in Western New York, it's WNED. You can find me at julietaboulie.com, Facebook, Julie Taboulie. Toufayan's on Facebook and their website too. And I'm so happy to meet you guys and cook with you all.
See you again.
Oh, definitely.
All right.
Tomorrow on Winging It, we're going to be cooking with Chef Marianne from Gigi's.
And we're going to keep with our New Year's resolution help. We're going to talk about the best songs to work out with Judd from Kiss